Hi Max. Look, today's just about, as Mayor of Camden, just letting everybody know I've heard you're going down to meet with the VRC, just what a tremendous help you were, and I do mean that sincerely, mate, with our quest to not only when we hosted the Cup, but to win the Cup coming to Camden, which has proven to be one of the biggest events in our area over the last decade. Look, obviously, Max, when I first saw the ad in the paper, you were the first person I thought of, and I thought of you for a number of reasons. Our friendship and family friendship goes back a long way, but mate, if I can be honest, I've not met a person with more knowledge or experience when it comes to the Melbourne Cup, and you were the first person, and I actually thought to myself, said to Mum and Dad, I said, if I can get Max on board, I'll bet you we'll win this thing. And it was with a lot of your work and a lot of your involvement that we actually did come on board. And mate, as you know, there was only two places in New South Wales outside of the city that won it. I think it was Nowra was the other, and Camden was one. So thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. I remember, I think, looking out the window and seeing Camelot, and Camelot's the Chester story, and you actually gave me the history of it, and it was Chester. When Chester won the Cup, James White, by memory, was the gentleman that owned Chester and then brought the winnings back and built Camelot Homestead, and Camelot Homestead is by far our most historic house in the Camden local government area. So much so that anybody that's seen the film Australia with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman would realise that the very opening scene is shot at Camelot Castle. And Max, I think you might have said to me, this is your point, let's get Chester involved. It's just built for what we're trying to achieve in bringing the Cup out to Camden. And mate, we use the Chester theme, we use the Camelot theme. I remember actually sitting down with you over coffee and you said, Chris, to seal this deal, you need to get the actual ball at Camelot. So that was our next phone call. And obviously with your help, mate, we got Brendan and Rachel on board, and it was a fantastic event. With all your experience, we went to the local papers, and very, very rare, as Mayor, I normally deal with the papers direct and have for some time. You took that role on. And I even remember, I think it was with the Camden Advertiser, that not only did you take the role on, you organised with the editor that we'd run a competition that ran for 5 or 6 weeks. In that competition, you gave away some of your books. It was very, very sought after. But not only that, it gave us the in that every week she was running a story. And I think one day, mate, you and I were out there at Chester's grave. Another day, Vicky and I, my wife, were actually at Camelot in our ball gear. And just each week we ran a different angle on the theme. And it was quite actually funny that I think after about the second week, and we had about 6 or 8 to go, the ball was an absolute sellout. It nearly got embarrassing because I think on the third week the paper advertised, we want more tickets. Would you like to buy tickets? And I've got to tell you, none were there to be had. So the only negative of the whole do was we could fit limited numbers in and we could have sold doubled. And then when it actually got to the function, now mate, I must admit I was a bit nervous. The function had the ability to go either way. But having you involved as MC was absolutely fantastic. I used your knowledge in a number of ways. Your interview with Johnny Letts, people still talk about. And it was just a great question and answer session, so that was fantastic. Mate, we could also use your trivia questions, which ended up being a great theme on the night. Everybody got involved. We actually raised a couple of grand, I think, by memory, specifically from the trivia, and that was from your facts, your book, and running it on the evening. So basically, this is just about a thank you for your efforts, because right from you're the first phone call I made, and I actually remember you telling me, and I can't remember what state you were going to be in, but you weren't going to be in Camden, you certainly weren't going to be in New South Wales. You said, no, this is important. If we get it, I'll change my diary. And you did do that, and I'd just like to say how appreciative I am of it. And mate, in my time as Mayor, and going over 4.5 years, I've not been to one function that equals what we put on last year. Now, if you are going down to the VRC, pardon me, the only thing I might get you to ask, and I don't think it's ever been done before, can we have the Cup 2 years running? And let's duplicate it. And mate, I'll tell you what, we'll find more facts to do with Chester. If I've got to make a few up, I will. But mate, if we can get it again this year, that would be fantastic. We'd love to be involved. And even to the point where I remember it was a Friday afternoon and we went to the schools and we went to the hotels. We actually got through your networking all the national media, Channel 9, Channel 10, Channel 7, they all turned up and they looked at different parts of it. So it really was a huge coup for our area.